What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day here at Whitley Auto Works. Today we're jumping right back into working on this shop truck. Got a few upgrades we're going to do today. It's really cold out. It's about 30-some degrees. It snowed last night, and you know the truck's still kind of curing out, so I want to give it plenty of time to cure on it before we start doing all the cutting and buffing and all that type stuff. So anyways, company sent me out a product that I think is going to be really useful for this, so I'm going to show you guys really quick, and then we'll get into installing it. So let's get into it. So I don't know how many of you guys are actually familiar with max speeding rods. They've been doing like coilovers and turbos and stuff like that forever. A lot of the big YouTubers have used them, and they reached out to me recently and said, hey, would you like to collaborate? Well, I needed a hidden hitch for this thing because whenever you put a roll pan on a vehicle, the factory hitch just don't work anymore. So they sent me out one. They also gave me a 10% off discount code to give you guys. You can go to their website, shop around. Like I said, they have lights, they have all kinds of stuff, turbos, coilovers, just everything, guys. You just have to check it out. But 10% off, just use code Whitley at checkout. I'll have the link below to the hidden hitch, and you can kind of go into their website through there if you want and just shop around. But let's unbox this real quick, and let me show you what I got. So this is my new hidden hitch from Max Spinning Rods. It's really cool. It bolts up in the factory locations. The hitch actually mounts behind the roll pan, like directly behind the roll pan, and the roll pan's got a square cutout in it, so you can put the hitch actually through the roll pan. Also, it's got these hooks built into the bottom of it, so you can still have your towing hooks and everything else. And then I got a bracket. What I'm going to do is make it to where my license plate will flip up, so whenever I want to use the hitch, I still have access to it. But let's get up under here, let's install this real quick, and let's see how it does. Alright guys, so this is the hole I was talking about in the roll pan. Your hitch will actually slide through right there. Focus camera. I know everything still needs to be cut and buffed. I know everybody's going to say it 100 times, but we'll get to it. Yeah, so that's where it'll slide through. I'm going to get up under here, and let's get this installed. Alright, I'm going to try and bring you guys along for this a little bit. It's always tricky when you try to get under stuff like this, but essentially what I got to do is I got the old bolts, and the old bolts actually, they got a little taper in them. That way they sit down on the hole and they don't move. So I got to put those in, and then they will bite down on it, and then I can tighten everything up. So that's going to be the trick with it. I'm going to get this up in the air and get the bolt started, and we'll tighten it down, and I'll show you what I got. Alright guys, so that's the hidden hitch all bolted up. Most of the time people don't show you behind it, but it's all bolted down, and there's the hooks, and I'll take you on the outside and let you see what it looks like. And that's the quick view from the outside. So you can still access your hitch, you just have to make some way for your license plate to flip up, and that's what we're going to do next. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's the bracketry I ordered off of Amazon. It was just a cheap $10 bracket. And it just kind of mounts like so, and then this part flips up. I'm going to have to modify it because it's spaced out quite a bit, and I need it to sit in on that roll pan. So I think this is made for like a side-by-side or something like that, or like the front of a Jeep if you want to access a tow hitch or something, or a puller or whatever, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to modify this a little bit and kind of go back and forth and see if we can't get this license plate to flip up. Alright guys, so I've been chopping away at everything, and let me show you back here. I couldn't mount the license plate where it flipped up because it was hitting the hitch. So I cut the bracketry, and now whenever I need access to the hidden hitch, I can flip it down, and then I can just slide the hitch in. So let me get the hitch. So here's my hitch, and now there you go. Now I'm ready to tow. And then when I'm done with it, just pull it back out, flip it up, and I can put some magnets behind it maybe, but that's going to be it. So there you go. Simple enough. Alright guys, so we got the truck pulled out now. A big shout out to Max Speeding Rods for sending out the hidden hitch. And we got the little flip down license plate. I think that's pretty cool. I don't really know 100% if that's legal around here. I'll probably end up having to put it inside the truck, but whatever. For now, that's the way it's going to stay because I don't plan on towing a lot with this truck from now on. Probably just putting around on it, and every now and then maybe I'll pull a car or something. Anyways, a big shout out to Max Speeding Rods for sending out the hitch. And you guys can get 10% off by using code WHITLEY on their website. They got coilovers, headlights, tail lights, turbos, a little bit of everything, guys. So go give them a follow, go check them out, and pick up something cool for your ride. Now, we're going to be doing a spray out. I wanted to start the year off strong, and this year I plan on pushing the boundaries with some stuff and really just going outside the box on some things. And what better way can I start to do it with a Hypershift Pearl over different colors. Always do Hypershift Pearls over black. Do this at your own risk. Over black, you get the best effect with any pearl, but particularly Hypershift Pearls, they feed off of that black to get their full color transparency. But you guys have been asking for Hypershift over colors. And I've got some extra Tanuki. Jeff from Eye Candy Pigments, last time he sent me out some, he gave me a little bit extra. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. I'm going to shoot some over this behind me. I've got this hunter green right here, and I've got the satin charcoal gray already laid down on the fender. So we're going to be spraying some Tanuki over it. So I got my finished one clear 4-to-1 mix. We're going to be mixing some of that up, throwing it in the gun, and seeing what we get. So without further ado, let's jump into the mix, and let's get to kicking off 2025 with something really cool. Alright guys, I got some Tanuki Ultrashift loaded up in my OG V-Bore gun. It's a 1.4 tip. I shoot a 28 PSI wide open trigger if you want to replicate my settings on the regulator. I've done about half a gram into this 5 ounces of clear. So it doesn't take much. You can do a whole car with 25 grams per Jeff at Eye Candy. So use that at your discretion. I'm going to do a light coat first, make sure we don't get any reactions. And then we'll do probably 3 coats total. And then we'll see what effect we got. So I'm going to put my mask on. Let's get the spraying. guys, so we have Tanuki Ultrashift, our first Ultrashift over charcoal gray and hunter green. Man, over that hunter green, it made it like a candy apple green, but with a really, really cool rainbow effect. And over this gray, man, wow, it pops, man. It just pops all the way around. You see all different color combinations. This would be an awesome color to do over gray. Look at that green hue and those shifts. That is crazy over gray. But it ain't up to me. What do you guys think? All right, guys, so here's our first spray out to start 2025. Tanuki Ultrashift by Eye Candy Pigments, an awesome Ultrashift pearl over a satin charcoal gray and a hunter green. Now, the hunter green was a wild card. I wanted to pick something really odd that would really kind of contrast with this. And a lot of people love that Nardo gray look, so I wanted to pick that color just because I thought it would be really, really cool. And it's kind of a trendy color nowadays that everybody loves to have. So this will be an awesome, awesome spray out. In particularly, I'm finding it really, really loving the mute colors like the grays, the blacks, the whites, stuff like that. I think as far as the other colors go, if you were to shoot this over, say, like a yellow or something like that, you might lose it all together and just have a little bit of a pink hue. But over darker colors in general, this will probably be a safe bet. Over lighter colors, you're really taking a chance. So that's just the nature of this Ultrashift pearl. Now keep in mind, this is a solid pearl, so it's the colored pearl, which those do tend to look better over darker colors and tend to get a little bit of the salt and pepper effect over lighter colors. But with the way this looks over this gray, I think it's safe to say I'm making an exception because this is a really, really cool color. But ultimately, it ain't up to me, guys. It's up to you. Rate it 1 through 5. 1, you don't really care for it. And 5, it's the greatest thing you've ever seen. If you want to spray with Tanuki Ultrashift by Eye Candy Pigments, I have links down in the description to take you to Eye Candy Pigments. You can use my code WAWSHOP at checkout to get a small discount. We do get a little kickback, but it don't cost you guys anything extra, and it goes to support the channel. If you like the clear I'm using, the Finish One Clear, it's an awesome clear. It's the best clear I've used over rustoleum yet. I've had no reactions or issues with it really, and I've had that with some other clear coat systems, so I definitely highly recommend it. Links to that will be in the description as well. You can click As Seen on YouTube. That takes you to my Amazon store. You can find everything I use on the channel there. Like I said, we get a small kickback, but it don't cost you guys anything extra, and you get all the benefits of Amazon Prime and everything else they have to offer. Well, if you made it this far in the video and you like what I'm doing, crazy cool spray outs like this and full paint jobs, shop builds, or whatever, it's only going to get crazier in this year, guys. So you want to hit that subscribe button. You want to ring that bell notification so you don't miss an episode. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate you for watching. I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.